What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction. We're taking a look at I thought it was a debut song, but people have been telling me it's the pre-debut song, so I don't know what's going on with this, to be honest. I'm all confused a little bit. Not really super confused. It's something I could just take a minute and figure out, but, you know, who cares? We got a reaction video to film to the song titled Grrr, as in, like, you know, the sound, was it the onomatopoeia of what like taggers do and stuff like that, you know, like when they growl and that. Well, yeah, whatever. We're not enough with the goofiness and the silliness. Let's do what I do in my videos here. I'm going to listen to this song. I'm going to give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts, and opinions on it, whether I like it or not. So if that is something you guys are interested in hearing more of as I cover future K-pop releases, please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. So with all that being said, let's check this song out. 총량의 법칙. 청소년 범죄는 단독으로 포함되고 실제 특별 범죄의 재범률은 1명이나 청소년들이 청소년 범죄에 대한 See, that's the name of the song right there. They just said it. They said it way better than I could. I can dig a little vocal, I guess would you say interlude pre-chorus. I could dig something like that before they, you know, hit us with the chorus like they're gonna right now. I like this a lot. This is I love the intensity of this. This is really, really good. This is a lot better when another JYP boy group tried to do something like this recently, within like the last year or so. At least for me personally, I'm enjoying this a lot more. I'm digging the little, you know, contrast between the, you know, like the vocals that you're gonna get right now, you know, that are a little rough and you know, sharp around the edges. You know, it's a little edgy, but they precede that with the smooth and, you know, sort of flowing vocals to kick off the chorus, or to lead into the chorus. I think that's good. Oh, I like that little guitar build-up right there. I like these guys. These guys are... I really enjoyed Elevator. I know that for... Well, if you saw my reaction video for that, you would already know that. I thought it was a really, really good song and a really good, you know, introduction to these guys. And then they've just taken that and then they kicked it up like to over 10. It's okay. It's their pre-debut album. That's okay. I get it now, because I've been seeing this as like this is their first mini album, but okay, it's the pre-debut album. I didn't even have to stop and do the research to clear everything up. So thanks JYP for being very, very helpful. But I like this. It's really kind of interesting. So you know, I made the comment that Stray Kids are doing this, you know, edgy and aggressive kind of sound and concept a lot better than another JYP group did it. And, you know, of course, was definitely calling GOT7 for that, just because, you know, GOT7 with Hard Carry to a certain extent, but also some of the songs that they included on that album. Was it Flight Log Arrival. It was something like that. I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the Flight Log albums, I believe, where they kind of interjected 2 or 3 songs that kind of like went off similar to this one in their album. They were really It was a really interesting sort of way to structure that album specifically. The progression on it was really, really interesting to me, and those songs were pretty okay. But I don't think that they necessarily fit with the vibe and the persona and what we've kind of gotten used to from GOT7, because GOT7's kind of followed the path that BTS has as far as their group development, where they kind of start out, they're kind of like your little typical boy group kind of thing, as far as just the basic idea of what their music is and their concept and genre and all that stuff. And then they kind of developed more and more and more into, making music that's, more nuanced and more deep compared to some of their earlier music. So, their progression has been something different. And they didn't progress into a song, into a genre like Hard Carry tried to be. And I think that, trying to kind of make Hard Carry a little bit softer than it probably should have, just kind of lessens the impact and lessens the quality of that individual song. Stray Kids, on the other hand, they're just going straight into being, the rough and abrasive boy group, with both Elevator and, of course, following it up with this song, which kind of kicked up the intensity a little bit. And they're not held back, and they're not, people don't have the expectations and the idea of what this group should be already set in their mind, like I do with GOT7, or like with other people do with GOT7. And so you look at this song and like, this is a really, really good song. It'd be really, really killer, to be completely honest. I think I would love it. I think it would come out really, really well if GOT7 did this song too. But it would go completely, it would fly in the face. It would be completely different from the image and the kind of group that GOT7 has been built up into. So with Stray Kids starting off like this, I honestly don't hope, I hope that they don't necessarily kind of change and evolve to soften up from this, because it would be really, really cool and really, really awesome to add another boy group to this that isn't going to be a group that kind of, follows with the trending house thing sounding K-pop, or that they're not doing something that's like, that's heavily influenced by like R&B and that kind of stuff. So, a group that does cool, interesting stuff like this, that's not necessarily, the more popular thing that everybody else is doing. It'd be really cool. Can JYP do that? I have no idea, because, from all of the groups that I'm knowledgeable of from JYP, they haven't necessarily had a group that's gone super, super aggressive like this in the history of the company, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong. If you know anything, if you know any better, some different examples, let me know down in the comments below. I'm very interested in checking those out. But, this is a really good sort of, I guess, alternative for people who are, fans of boy groups, but GOT7 just isn't really kind of their thing, because JYP's offering up something at the moment that is very much the opposite, I think, of what GOT7 is and what their image and sound has been built into over their career. And I think it's really, really great. Just generally speaking, this song in particular is definitely very, very enjoyable. I like it a lot. Mainly, as I just kind of talked about, it's really because it kind of draws a distinction, not only between themselves and GOT7 because they're within the same company, but also a distinction between a lot of other boy groups that are releasing music in K-pop now. So, while if you were to compare it to the most recent song that I just covered, before I recorded this one, was the song from Infinite. Infinite song that they just released, it might get lost in the sea of K-pop releases over the next week or the month of January. But I think that but Stray Kids with this song, they'll definitely stand out a little bit, and they'll definitely be something that's more easily, memorable and more easily remembered, just because of the fact that it just isn't something that blends in with the crowd. And I'm not saying that blending in with the crowd is bad, because, the Infinite song is really, really good. And there's a lot of other songs that are also really, really good and enjoyable to listen to. But, being unique and different is also a really, really good thing to do as well. and, you know, potentially to a certain extent can really, really kind of help to sell your song and album, even if, you know, it's not the most enjoyable thing to listen to, and it's, you know, not the best song that, you know, a group has released. At least for me, being unique and different is actually a relatively big selling point. Like it's something that gets me really, really interested in music and is a really, really big plus for me. So that can actually outweigh a little bit of the fact that, you know, maybe I don't like a song so much. But I like this song a lot. There's some stuff in here that I think that I want to listen to more to kind of pick out and potentially discuss a little bit more in a review video. I'm not going to make any promises, because when I promise, then stuff doesn't get happen and people come back and ask me, and I'm sorry I let you down, but, you know, sometimes stuff happens. So, you know, I think it's a really, really great song, and I'm loving the kind of difference between, you know, between the two boy groups that JYP has right now, and just in general how this song and, you know, makes Stray Kids stand out a little bit with, you know, K-pop releases over the last, you know, throughout 2017 and probably a good portion of 2018 as well. So I want to know what you guys think down in the comment box below. Just general thoughts on this song in general. Just said that twice. It's a redundant sentence. But also I have a question for you guys too, like I do for every single video, and that is, you know, we're gonna ask about that GOT7 song, because I'm kind of interested to hear what fans of Stray Kids think about that GOT7 song, about Hard Carry and some of the other songs off of that album. So, you know, as a fan of Stray Kids, as somebody who potentially really, really likes this song, what is your opinion on the song Hard Carry by GOT7? I think it's a really interesting attempt from GOT7, but at the same time, I think that it's kind of it fell a little bit short of being as good and as awesome as it potentially could have been. So, you know, don't be afraid to share whatever it is that you think about that song. Don't be afraid to share whatever it is that you think about this song, whether you love that song, love either of those, or absolutely hate them. Let me know what you guys think. Just in general, share your thoughts with the entire community, because this community that we're trying to build here is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what it is that we think. So if you're interested in joining that community, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. And if you want to stay updated with everything that I upload, then please do click that bell icon so you can turn notifications on, and, you know, you won't miss any of my future uploads. So that's going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all next time.